It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Boy, what a season so far. And I'll tell you, it's only getting started. Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. In a few moments, we'll be sending you out to Philadelphia as the 76ers go up against the Atlanta Hawks. Looking at the Hawks, this is a team that is reeling a bit. Hoping to start the year strong, they've had trouble communicating on both ends of the floor. Very little cohesion. They're hoping to pull things together tonight to try and turn the tide. Fellas, it is always fun to watch Ben Simmons. The combination of size, speed, ball handling, passing. Shaq, the list just goes on and on and on and on and on and on.
Dun, 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 dun. He and the Greek Freak are a big part of this league's future. Having playmakers that size is a huge advantage.
I'm curious to watch his jump shot develop. Simmons is taking the point forward distinction to a whole nother level.
And now with the tip-off coming up shortly, time to send it to Kevin Harlan for the call.
"2K Sports" checks in with our loyal viewers with a broadcast from Philadelphia. It's the home of the 76ers, the Wells Fargo Center. This is Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry. David Aldridge will be reporting from the sidelines. Last game for the Hawks, it was a loss to Chicago.
Yeah, you're just not going to win many committing turnovers at the rate they did. That was just outrageous.
So hard when it's weighted like that and you're competing and you're making mistakes, and then on the other end your opponent is playing flawlessly.
So Atlanta will get the first possession. A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Young and Bazemore team up in the backcourt. And it's Prince outside at the 3 with Collins down at the power forward. And it's Dedmon in at the 5. Now, here is Young. Clock at 6. Atlanta needs to get off a shot here. Dedmon's shot is off. Dwayne Dedmon, not a big name in the NBA right now, Brent, but he's a very productive player in what time he sees on the floor.
Well, he never does anything without misstep out there. Great length for a player. He competes on both ends of the floor, and he bolsters up a front line no matter what position you put him at, the 4 or the 5.
That's a talented guy getting too easy a look. Might have been a miscommunication on that one.
Well, just the first quarter, everyone's still getting adjusted. That said, on defense, you have to bring help sooner.
And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot.
I thought Prince had a phenomenal second year in the NBA last season, asked to do a little bit more, a little more confidence in his ball handling and scoring ability. He jumped into the starting lineup, and he instantly became a key part of what they were trying to do in a very intricate offense around former coach Mike Budenholzer.
And that one falls for Prince. You know, Brent, with Prince and his improvement, he just offers so much from the small forward position.
Now, there's been growth in every portion of the garden that has been his skill set. One of the better passers at his position. He showed that off and played much more under control last year. I think just given the minutes, he settled into what it is that he could do to be impactful in games, and did a great job with it in his second year.
Already, Brent, we've seen a changing of the guard of some teams where a new player is now the #1 option.
Well, I expected that this year we were going to have some of this take place. A lot of the reason why I would point to it is that you had 9 new coaches in the NBA this year. So there's going to be opportunity on some of those teams for somebody to take advantage of a new offense, a new way to play, a new way to get up and down the floor. And with that opportunity, some guys are taking full advantage of it.
I love the new opportunities, though, for some players that may have been pushed to the side a bit.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And I like the opportunity maybe for some of these teams to start changing some of the older guard with their squad. Maybe come trade deadline. I think this year there's going to be a lot of movement come February because of those coaching changes.
For Philadelphia, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. They get it again. Count it.
And this is what happens when you fail to block out.
Defensive rebounding just as important as causing the miss in the first place.
Here's Young. 17 points in his last outing. And there's a whistle, and that's going to go on Simmons. That's his first foul. The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Shots good from Young.
And this is why Young is so dangerous. He just gets that shot off so fast before the defense can react.
Now here's Simmons. 32 points for him last game against Charlotte. Falls through. He's now made 2 of 4.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
Young against Simmons. And Young kicks to Dedmon. He feeds it to Bazemore. And the layup's good off the glass. Bazemore's got his first points of the game.
Bazemore wiry, and when he gets on the inside, I like where he finds the space to finish at the rim.
Simmons passes to Fultz. Back to Simmons. The basket good off the assist from Fultz. Simmons got 6.
Right now he is locked in. He's getting great shots, and he's burning the D in a variety of ways.
Young taking his time here. And there's the pass to Dedmon. Collins kicks to Young. 6 on the shot clock. Simmons with the defensive effort.
Oh, and the D did not make that any easier. Can't fault the shooter for missing. That's a tough shot.
Embiid, the pass to Fultz. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Hawks.
And here we can check out the story on Dario Saric. A very nice season for him last year. Last year averaged 14 points per game, 6 rebounds, and 2 assists. And every team needs a good backup big to spell the starters, and that's what he brings to the table.
The role consists of rebounding, setting screens, protecting the rim. Anything else he gives you is found change in the couch.
I tell you what, you better watch out, fellas. He is on fire here today.
Here's Fultz. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Right side Simmons. That's tipped. Young with the steal. Here's Bazemore, and the slam dunk by Bazemore.
You know, after the pick, good job igniting the fast break. Young is a catalyst in so many ways.
Pass to Simmons. Over Young. Another miss by Philadelphia. Atlanta leading by 4. Got a piece of it. Now the 76ers on the break. Fultz with the ball. And it's in there. Fultz has got his first points of the night.
And Fultz loves pushing the pace. He's downright terrifying in the open floor. Loves jumping all over the defense.
Now, here is Young. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
And Simmons kicks to Fultz. Pass to Embiid. Back to Fultz. 6 to shoot. Pulls up on the elbow. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And Atlanta gets called for the foul.
And liking how Fultz stays patient on offense. Outstanding at using the pump fake to draw defenders in the air. The rest is simple.
Philadelphia shooting their first free throws here tonight.
In the season ago, they hit about 75% of their free throws.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. And with as much news and worry that Fultz's jump shot has caused, you forget just how deadly he is going at the rim.
Yeah, has no problem cutting through the defense like a hot knife through butter. I tell you, Ben Simmons said he hates guarding Fultz in practice as it is impossible to stay in front of him. Just a very shifty player who uses his great handles to get into the teeth of the defense.
Well, Greg, for Atlanta, it was out with the old and in with the new for the point guard position for the Hawks.
And Hawks were able to trade down and still get the guy they wanted in Young. See him as an impact guard to build around for the future. Had to move Schroeder to free up space for Young, but this team now has a clear core to build around.
Bazemore misses. The 76ers trail by 3. And here's Covington. A 14-point game for him in the win against Charlotte.
Loved his passing tonight as well. He was just cutting the defense to pieces out there.
Hawks have gotten 6 of 11 shots to go down so far. Pretty nice shooting. Young against Simmons. To the paint. Here's Collins. And it's blocked by Simmons.
And don't forget about the long reach that Simmons possesses. He uses it exceptionally well on defense to come away with blocks like that.
I like that recognition. Effortlessly getting his teammate the ball in a spot where he knows he can do something with it.
And so it's Atlanta with it. 76ers getting the bucket. Here's Collins. Misses the 3. For Philadelphia, they've gone 7 of 11 from the field to begin the game. The shot by Sharch, no good. The Hawks trail it. Knocks it loose. Prince, the pass to Bazemore. Back to Prince. Off target from outside. The 76ers shooting very well. 58%. The offense is flowing right now early for them. Offensive rebound. Sharch. And the layup's good off the glass. Sharch has got 6.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And Atlanta calls their first time out of the game. And guys, this is the first they're seeing of the 76ers this year.
Yeah, and a 4-game season series between these two. Both will be looking to set the tone tonight.
And let's hope for a heated matchup in this first game between them, because a close one tonight ensures we'll have 3 more good games down the road.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Muscala, he's checked in for Sharch. Chandler comes in for Robert Covington. J.J. Redick's checked in for Markelle Fultz. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Simmons.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
Muscala hits the bucket.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
The Hawks trail by 5. Lynn kicks to Anderson. Passes it to Carter. And nothing is falling for him right now. And it's the 76ers with the ball. Now we'll go to our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. I had a chance to talk with head coach Brett Brown.
Well, Kevin, the crucial aspect in his mind is making things tough for them inside. He said they're a physical team, and they bring a lot of intensity. If we don't respond when they push us, we'll just get bullied all game. We're going to get down in the paint tonight, Kevin. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Here is Lynn. 76ers getting the bucket. And it's Joel Embiid with the rebound. Embiid's got 5 rebounds tonight. And that's out of bounds. Philadelphia will retain possession. McConnell with it. And Muscala kicks to Chandler. And the pass to McConnell. Just 5 on the clock. And the wide open shot from Redick. Good. And McConnell gets the assist. And now it's a 9-point Philadelphia lead. Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. Brent, we've got great dunkers now. You played at a time when there were sensational dunkers in the NBA.
Yeah, I saw a lot of guys go over the top of me.
Including yourself.
Too kind. Here's your money. Kevin, I think about those old, and we remember these, the old VHS tapes where you used to get like the dunk highlight tapes. Those are still
Sean Kemp.
Oh, so fresh in my mind.
Dr. J.
Dominique Wilkins over the top.
Yeah.
MJ over everybody.
Young Vince Carter.
Kenny Skywalker. I mean, just the list goes on and on. But the best in-game dunker, I think it's pretty unanimous that Vince Carter still holds the title.
The 76ers leading by 9. Philadelphia moving the ball around, and Embiid throws it down.
In this first period, they've been aggressive and extremely focused.
I don't think you ever expect to carve out such a big lead early on in a game like this, but let's see if they can maintain momentum.
Now here is Carter. He's been patient so far, nothing on the scoreboard yet. And Anderson has it in the corner. Over Muscala. And he can't stop this drought. Another miss. And it's McConnell with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. 11-point game. Redick against Carter. The tray was shot by Redick. No good. Atlanta's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Nice D from Chandler. Philadelphia's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. McConnell kicks to Redick. Rebound by the Hawks.
Yeah, the defense cannot afford to be that lazy. You got to be up on the shooters at all times, especially at the mid-range. Well, from our angle, that looked like that was going in. But defense, fantastic how they contested it.
Chandler finds McConnell. Anderson outside. Shoots. Up and in. It's good. First basket of the game for him. 1 for 4 shooting. Philadelphia leading by 9. McConnell passes to Chandler. Lynn with the steal. Chandler with the steal. It's Redick on the wing. Buries it from 3-point range. Redick's got 5 now.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Here's Lynn. And he overshot that one, missing.
And that's really a function of the offense not working as it should.
Yeah, maybe lazy play calling or just going through the motions on that possession. This often leads to a bad shot.
And the 76ers making a change here. Johnson's checked in. And Muscala kicks to Redick. 13 feet away. That's miss number 3 for him. Now 2 for 5 from the floor. The Hawks trail by 12. Got a hand on it, and they're able to recover. And there's the call on Chandler. That is his first foul of the game. .40 seconds left in the first quarter. Lynn's shot is off.
But whether the shots are wide open or contested, he is just having no luck right now, guys, with anything.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
And Atlanta has possession. 76ers getting the bucket. Len dishes to Lynn. He kicks it to Carter. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And the dunk by Len.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. Now, here's Reddick. Chandler down low. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. They've got their field goal percentage to thank for that. They've been hot from all over the floor tonight. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. You may not remember Vince Carter traded on draft night for his college teammate Antoine Jamison, but he talked about that crazy exchange.
So as I'm sitting back there, he's like, there's been a trade, you know, Toronto Raptors and Golden State make a trade for Antoine Jamison and Vince Carter right there. So our families are sitting right next to each other. So they're fixing the hat, and all of a sudden it's like, all right, here's your hat. All right, give us that hat. Move forward. So it was just the weirdest thing.
The 5th and 6th picks in the draft, both of them went on to great careers.
And draft day trades happen all the time, but being traded for your college teammate, pick apart, that's pretty unique.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a comfortable margin here for the 76ers guys.
I mean, through that first quarter, to me, it's all about their D.
There's a lot of ways to build a lead. This one's built on stops.
This is how the floor looks for the Hawks starting the second quarter. We've got Carter. Anderson is out there with Poitras. Then it's Alex Len, and it's Lynn in at the 1. Even after a number of years in this league, Len still feels like a developmental project.
Well, out of the 5 positions, centers seem to be not only the latest guys to develop, but also with the way the game is going, you wonder what their position is in today's game. You look at Marc Gasol, he didn't become elite until he turned about 30 years old. Hassan Whiteside, DeAndre Jordan. It takes some time, Kevin.
Here's McConnell following the score by Vince Carter. Outside, Reddick. Shot clock at 6. Lets it go with a 3. Rebound, Atlanta. Len's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Down low, Poitras. Yes! And a nice assist from Len.
And really, Len has a terrific feel for this offense. Just seems to know whenever one of his guys is open.
McConnell kicks to Muscala. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That's on J.J. Redick.
Carter, just a freak of nature, one of the best dunkers the game has ever seen, a top-tier shooting guard who just embraces the spotlight.
And that one falls for Carter. We've heard Coach Steve Kerr say the power forward position as we knew it is disappearing. You could say that maybe about the center position too.
I don't want to say that about the center position. What I want to tell you, Kevin, in my humble opinion, is that the center position has changed.
It's evolved.
So, yeah, I don't want to say that it's just disappeared, because there are players out there that are playing that position and doing a lot of the things that you would qualify as center-centric, screening, going down to the block, rim running to the post, being an option down low. But it's definitely changed.
But now we're seeing him go out and defend smaller guys in the perimeter, taking threes, and that's what's weird for your eyes to just kind of absorb what's going on.
Well, it's weird to absorb not only that and what those players individually are asked to do, but when you're at a game and you're sitting in the stands and all of a sudden you see 5 guys that are outside the three-point line. I mean, go back to the game in the 80s. It's the exact opposite. It was like, you know, a bunch of ants on top of a lost candy bar sitting in the lane, gnawing at one another.
Right.
It's just changed. So the center position, not disappeared, just changed.
Sharch checked in for Wilson Chandler. And a switch here also for Atlanta. Kent Bazemore's checked in for Vince Carter.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success. And looking at Prince's game, you know, he could be the ultimate complementary player. A good shooter, doesn't need a ton of touches, solid enough on defense, and is showing signs of improvement.
And that one falls for Prince. And with Prince, his versatility between forward spots also is an asset to the team.
And when I call Prince a complimentary player, I didn't mean it as a slight. It just plays with an approach and style that fits well with any team and any leading scorer. Players like him tend to have a long, productive career in our league. Yeah, it's a good time to talk things over. Try to stop what's been a brutal run.
Yeah, he's got to use every device at his disposal at this point, and I think he wants to give other guys a breather right now.
Now here's Simmons. 6 points for him. Over Young, and that one's good. Simmons got 8 points.
And with that one, he halts an 11-0 run by the Hawks.
Young passes to Collins. Back to Young. Prince kicks to Len. High arcing shot, and it's rebounded by Covington. The 76ers leading by 3. And it's Simmons penetrating. And the rejection by Collins. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Brett Brown coached the Sixers team through some really lean years. Now, the promise started to show last season, but he said, I don't feel close to the notion that we've arrived. I'm hardened, just doing my job and moving forward. Kevin?
And continuing the process, D.A. thanks. Here's Reddick following the bucket by the Hawks. And it's Simmons, that time on the assist by Johnson. That's 10 points for Ben Simmons. Atlanta with the ball. They're on a 13-4 run. Over to the left wing. Here's Collins. That shot no good. And Philadelphia the other way now. And now Philadelphia on the break. Got that bucket in no time at all. Covington's got his second bucket tonight.
And just Shakespearean there, a smart read. Saw the defense was collapsing inside, so he wisely pulled up from the outside and drilled it.
Now here is Young. He's got 5. Here's Bazemore. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Crazy to think that Bazemore was mostly known for elaborate bench celebrations in Golden State before coming to Atlanta, but he's worked his way up and has eventually become a starter and a very important player, key player for these Atlanta Hawks.
And the first one drops. Well, for Bazemore, working his way up has been a theme for his career.
Yeah, undrafted out of ODU, Old Dominion. He got reps in the Summer League and the D League, as it was known at the time, now the G League. And every challenge that he's met it head on with great enthusiasm and has found a way to gain a coach's confidence. Here we are now.
And so Bazemore nails both of them.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
No good from Simmons.
Yeah, I have no idea why he went with the fadeaway there. The defense was nowhere near him, and he should have just kept it simple.
Good ball movement here by the 76ers. Collins grabs the miss. Collins has got his 4th rebound in this one. Young against Simmons. Now Young. He's got 5. Bazemore. And that one hits back iron. And there's the foul. It's on Dwayne Dedmon. That's foul number 2 for him. The 76ers leading by 4. Simmons left side, and there's the call on John Collins. That's his first foul. And Saric kicks to Fultz. Pass to Simmons. Lays it up and banks it in. Simmons got 12 points in the game.
Really like watching Simmons go to work down low with his length and strength. There aren't many guys that can keep up with him.
Here's Prince, and Robert Covington picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
The 76ers making a switch here. Embiid's checked in. '76ers on defense. 6-point lead. Young passes to Prince. Shot clock at 6. Tipped away. And as it goes out of bounds, Atlanta able to keep the ball here. And now a chance to see what's coming up for the Philadelphia 76ers. On Tuesday, they'll be matching up against Kyle Lowry and the Toronto Raptors. And then on Thursday, they'll be playing against Lou Williams and the Los Angeles Clippers.
And in that matchup with the Pistons, even though they should get the win, I would expect it to be a bit of a battle. Just because they are favored doesn't mean it's an automatic W.
I like that recognition. Effortlessly getting his teammate the ball in a spot where he knows he can do something with it.
Simmons against Young, and Simmons kicks to Fultz. Pass to Embiid, feeds it to Simmons, and it goes down 2 points. 14 points for him.
The incredible focus of Simmons. Nothing gets to this guy, even when he's getting bodied by the defense.
Time call here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
Now, here is Young. 5 points in the game. Out left to the wing. Here's Collins. Doesn't go that time. Some solid defense from Saric.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
And the shot goes in from Fultz.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Young against Simmons. Bazemore on the wing. He's got 8. And Embiid with the block. But they get it back. Collins, good.
I like the physicality there on the glass on full display. Great at hitting the boards and then capitalizing off the second chance opportunity.
Now here's Simmons. He's got 14. Over Young. And the 76ers tack on 2 more.
Now you could just tell in his gait and in the look on his face, he's in a great rhythm after a terrific first quarter. He is feeling it here in the second.
Here's Prince. 8-point game. Collins kicks to Prince. Here's Bazemore. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
They did a better job of getting it inside in that first. They've lost some of that physical edge here.
With Kent Bazemore, Brent, a lot of what he brings on the defensive end starts with his length, a very large, long arm span.
Yeah, not a picnic for any guard that's trying to navigate around the length of Kent Bazemore. He's always had an impressive steal and block total as the seasons have gone on, and the ball handler doesn't ever feel quite comfortable with Baze around.
The free throw dropped for Bazemore.
And Bazemore is an athletic player who continues to try to evolve his game. When he gets out into transition, that's when you're going to get Bazemore at his best.
Now here's Fultz. He's got 6. Here's Bazemore. Prince, right side. Back to Bazemore. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Embiid's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Now, here is Young, following the missed shot by Dario Saric. Here's Collins. Atop the key, Prince shoots over Covington. Prince misses. Philadelphia leading by 5. And stolen by Prince. Here's Bazemore. It's stolen by Fultz. And the foul on Kent Bazemore. That's his first foul. And the 76ers with some changes. Wilson Chandler's checked in for Saric. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Robert Covington. Justin Anderson, he's checked in for Atlanta. Jeremy Lin comes in for Kent Bazemore. McConnell kicks to Simmons. Over Anderson. The 76ers again can't hit it.
Yeah, bad shot there. Trust is lacking. You got to be willing to make the extra pass.
Yeah, just too anxious to try and make something happen out there. This is about the team, not about you.
And a depth mid-range shooter as well. All Young needs is a little breathing room, and he set the fire.
McConnell finds Simmons. And another turnover here by Philadelphia. And some great passing here so far. Let's check out this chart that breaks down where the assists have been coming from for the 76ers.
And their big men have taken an active role here as far as distribution is concerned. When you can see over the defense, a lot of times you have an angle to create a pass that might not be there for a smaller man.
Now, here is Young. He's got 7. Deflects the pass. Here's Dedmon. Good D by Embiid.
And you got to give him credit there. Great effort to contest that shot.
Well, I love the fact that they put the security system on their house, protecting the paint there.
And I just love when Fultz goes with that floater, showing a desire to add to his arsenal offensively.
Here's Lynn. Markelle Fultz making his last shot. It's stolen by Fultz. And finished off by Fultz.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
The Hawks trail by 7 to the right side. Young outside. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got rebound number 13 for him here tonight. And Fultz gets it to go.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
And for the Hawks, they're shooting a meager 37% for the game. Here's Young. Good D by Embiid.
Well, he's gotten shots up, but they're not finding the rim. The squad's suffering because of it right now. A bit out of rhythm.
The Hawks shooting around 43% from the floor in the second quarter. Shot by Collins, no good. And it's McConnell with the ball. He'll bring it up for Philadelphia. They've led by as many as 14 points.
And that's foul number 2. Maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another before half.
Muscala, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Passes it to Fultz. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. And McConnell gets it to go.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Carter, the pass to Lynn. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. 56 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. McConnell kicks to Fultz. To the wing right side. He tries for 3. Here's Embiid, and Embiid throws it down.
And a few more points tacked on to their lead in the cruelest way possible.
You're right. Those putback jams sting, don't they? My goodness.
And that is a statement. We're going to keep coming at you hard, even if we've got the lead.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Lynn kicks to Carter. Offline with his three. Now the 76ers on the break. Chandler leading the charge. Muscala gets the bucket. And the 76ers lead by 13.
I really like the awareness from Fultz. It has an ability to know when one of his guys is wide open.
And so it's Ben Simmons making highlights for the Philadelphia 76ers. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Kevin, thanks. Coach, what is your impression of the first half?
I think we played. And I thought we found a really good balance of posting and pace. It's what we've been talking about. And I thought our defense, for the most part, was excellent.
A good start. We'll see how they finish. Thanks, Coach. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is our halftime show. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Ben Simmons putting in some incredible work. He had 16 points, 2 rebounds, and 4 assists. His great performance last game out seemed to carry right over into tonight. Let's start with you, Shaq. What'd you think about the 76ers?
In simple truth, they just got hot. Didn't matter what the defense was doing, Ernie. They were definitely able to rise above it. Even the tough shots. Did you see that one shot? I don't know how they even went down. They can carry this over to the second half. It's going to be hard to beat them, boy. Woo-wee.
And now, Kenny, let's get your opinion on Atlanta.
Well, obviously, they didn't show up on the glass at all. They were getting outworked, out-hustled, and outplayed. And their competition showed just the opposite. They wanted it more. You can't give up a ton of extra possessions in a game like this and expect to win.
And that'll do it for us. The third quarter about to begin with Kevin Harlan standing by. We'll catch you on the flip side.
My brother.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. What a game we're seeing from Simmons.
I'll tell you, the scoring he gave them in the first half really made the difference.
Well, the defense is paying attention to a lot of other guys. He's gotten some good looks, and he's done a great job of finishing those off.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. Simmons and Fultz, the backcourt pairing. Saric is the 4 with Embiid in the middle. And it's Covington in at the small forward position. And that's the group for Brett Brown as we begin the second half. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And it's the 76ers with the ball. And there's Fultz on the assist by Embiid. 14 points for Markelle Fultz. A new head coach, Lloyd Pierce, is looking to bring a defensive approach to the Atlanta Hawks.
Yeah, and Pierce has the resume you would want from a defensive coach. He came up in those teams in Memphis during the grit and grind time and learned some defensive techniques from Brett Brown in Philadelphia. Helped them last year on the defensive end to be a much stingier defense in the league.
Bazemore misses. Saric attacking. The shot comes out, so the Hawks will take it the other way. Their next game is at Quicken Loans Arena in Cleveland, taking on the Cavaliers. That'll be the second of this 2-game road trip. And when you watch Collins play, Greg, you just can't help but notice how athletic he is going to the rim.
Man, his hang time and ability to throw it down make him an ideal finisher inside. Very efficient because he's not only a strong finisher, but also enjoys attacking the rim and does a great job, I think, of picking up misses, just being a pest for the defense.
Shooting 2.
And that one falls for Collins. John Collins has some areas of his game, Brand, he'd like to improve, but finishing at the rim isn't one of them.
No, definitely not. He's 6'10" and just explosive when he gets around the rim. Great composure in traffic, and I don't think he gets rattled at all by contact down there. I think he gets to salivating a little bit to have those big finishes that we saw in his rookie campaign.
The 76ers leading by 13. Right side, Simmons over Young. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Simmons got 18 points.
And really, Simmons makes it look so easy. The way he's attacking defenses from multiple angles is really just commendable.
And there's the foul. And it's on Taurean Prince. That's his first foul. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Volts kicks to Embiid. Simmons against Young. Baseline J on the way. No good from Simmons. The Hawks trail by 15. Prince, the pass to Young. And the rejection by Embiid.
Well, Dedmon at 7 feet tall. He's always going to be a load and somebody hard to root out on the inside. That time they had to whack him.
And Dwayne Dedmon, a player who started his NBA career late, was a rookie at age 24 and then floated around to several teams. But he has gone from being an end-of-the-bench guy to an important rotation player in just the last few seasons.
The first free throw is good.
Well, from the D-League to dominating defensively, Dwayne Dedmon hustling around.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws. Just over a minute and a half played here in the third. Here's Simmons. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Simmons got 20 points. And with Dedmon and the teams he's played with, you know, he always has found a way, Greg, to slot in and give you good minutes.
Yeah, what I love about him is he knows who he is as a player and plays to his strengths. Never gives up on a play on either end of the floor. And now he's even added a three-point shot to his arsenal to kind of further expand his versatility.
Here's Dedmon after Ben Simmons' bucket. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Covington.
Looking at some numbers for Simmons. Coming off a terrific season. Averaged 15 points a game, 8 assists, and 8 rebounds. And he's been a rock in the middle for them over that stretch of games. Dominating the glass is his trademark.
I feel like those rebounds are wearing down and eroding the opponent. His effort right now, physically and mentally, has been good.
Ball's knocked loose. Young with the steal. To the middle. Here's Collins. Here's Prince. That shot no good. Good D by Embiid. Oh no, he may have gotten injured right there. He's in a lot of pain.
And boy, when you see someone hurting like this, it's always scary.
Yeah, it reminds you of what's really important. Health, number one. Everything else comes after that.
J.J. Redick's checked in for the 76ers. Let's take a look at last year's leading shot blockers. You don't want one of these guys in front of you when you're coming down the lane. Fourth, Joel Embiid.
And shot blocking is the element of the game that I think he cares about the most. That's where he puts in that effort and energy.
The pass to Covington. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Clock at 6. Redick for 3. Drills it from outside. Redick's got 8 points.
You can't let J.J. Redick get hot from there, and he usually starts the game that way, so this could be a long night.
Young finds Bazemore. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. And Trae Young gets the whistle that time. That's his third foul of the game. Certain guys can play within themselves and still dominate. You played along one of the best that you saw up close in Tim Duncan.
Well, one of the things I think about with Tim is how many numbers he left on the board, Kevin. The way that Coach Popovich played him, minimal minutes, touches when needed most, where Tim usually came through, but how much more dominant he truly could have been.
And he didn't care about numbers, did he?
Not at all. He cared about one number, and that's putting W's on the board. But how many more things Tim Duncan would have led categorically in the history of the NBA at the power forward position, but overall, the numbers would have been staggering.
And Fultz is a menace inside. Superb at making the D foul him when he's this close to the basket.
For Philadelphia, they have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. That free throw good from Fultz.
And the feeling is with Fultz, tremendous potential. Could be one of those game-changing type point guards who scores and passes with ease.
And the 76ers making a change here. Johnson's checked in. Now, here is Young. 7 points in the game. In the corner, Bazemore with it. Here's Dedmon. Kicks it to Bazemore. Over Fultz. Bazemore misses.
Yeah, this is a terrible start for him, and it has to be weighing on him.
From 13, and that one goes long. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Hawks. Trailing by 17. It's Prince on the wing. Defended by Covington.
Pretty early to be over the limit. That foul situation is something we want to keep an eye on.
He misses the free throw. And the second free throw, good. And here's Fultz. He's got 15. He kicks it to Saric. Johnson outside. Fades away. Another miss by Philadelphia.
And lots of credit for the team around him. They're picking up the slack here tonight. He just can't buy a bucket right now.
Young's shot is off.
This is when you're just surprised that a guy would miss that kind of look. The defense really did not do a lot there.
And still early in the period, and they're only 1 foul away from being over the limit.
Here's Fultz.
Well, Dedmon does such a good job as a mobile, quick-footed big man. Good at contesting the shots down there.
Collins. That shot missing. Some solid defense from Saric. Fultz with the ball. Here's Johnson. Dedmon with the block. Here's Young. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Young's got 9 points.
More and more signs of the skill set of Taurean Prince as he finds an open teammate.
Now here's Fultz, defended by Young. Saric against Collins. 5 to shoot. The fadeaway. The shot by Saric, no good.
You know, not sure if it's him or the defense, but just something's off tonight.
Well, something in this frame for sure, but when you're out of rhythm, sometimes it's better to play the role of being the facilitator.
You know, the cleverness Young possesses is just uncanny. Puts the defense in a bind whenever he drives it to the rack.
That free throw good from Young.
And I'll tell you, Trae Young, go big or go home. Always gives you 100%, as competitive as they come. And The young fella wants to win so badly, sometimes that emotion really comes out.
Wilson Chandler's checked in for Philadelphia. T.J. McConnell comes in for Markelle Fultz. Second free throw, no good. And you know, Greg, it's amazing the impact Young makes, especially, of course, on the offensive end.
High-level shot maker, a threat the moment he crosses half court. Instinctive playmaker, just needs to play more within himself and avoid over-dribbling.
And there's a whistle. That goes on Jeremy Lin. That is his first foul of the game.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
Poitras, he's checked in for the Hawks. The 76ers leading by 13. McConnell kicks to Redick. Can they get it? Johnson's shot is off. Atlanta's gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. And he's on his way to the free throw line.
Yeah, just exceptional focus on these hard finishes. Young welcomes getting physical on the way up.
He shot 2 free throws in the game, made 1 and missed 1. Mike Muscala is checked in for Robert Covington.
And for Lin, missing the season last year, he's just glad to be back. His playmaking and creativity is something that this team needs. As long as he's healthy and playing aggressively, he'll be an effective guard option.
Now here's Johnson. No points in the game yet for him. Outside, Redick. That's in there. Johnson with the assist. And the 76ers lead by 12.
A beautiful touch from J.J. Redick on the mid-range jump shot. An efficient scoring area for Redick.
Atlanta calls timeout. And with Lin, he made a point upon returning from injury, saying he will not change how he plays.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of guys, they'll shy away from contact after experiencing a torn patella like Lin did, but he knows that he is at his best going at defenders and absorbing that contact. He said he'll try and be more aware of how he lands, but has no plans of changing his game.
Justin Anderson, he's checked in for Atlanta. Okay, time now for an injury report. Now an update on Ben Simmons from David Aldridge. David, what'd you find out?
Hi, guys. The head athletic trainer for the 76ers gave me the status. It's not what anyone wanted to hear, as it sounds like it's a severe injury. That's the type of injury that won't only keep him out the rest of this game, but what could be a lot more games to come. Not good news at all for this team, Kevin.
Appreciate that, D.A. Well, it's never easy for a player to go through what he's experiencing, Greg, right now.
But it is something that happens to almost every player. He's strong enough mentally to get through it. This we know.
Yeah, sometimes off the court you work harder than you do preparing for a regular game. He'll get himself ready to go. Look forward to when he gets back on the court.
Here's Chandler after Jeremy Lin's bucket. On the wing, Chandler. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Money from the wing. Now here's Lin. Pass to Poitras. Anderson outside. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Here's Len in Atlanta again with the bucket. The 76ers leading by 8. McConnell kicks to Muscala. Carter against Redick. The feed now to Chandler. Redick trying to get open. Kept alive. Here's Atlanta now. They're on a 13-4 run. To the inside. Here's Carter. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That's on J.J. Redick.
Gentlemen, truth shots. Roof shots.
The first one falls. Joel Embiid. He's checked in from Amir Johnson. And so he makes both from the line. The 76ers leading by 6. McConnell passes to Muscala. Three-pointer. The rebound by Anderson. Atlanta's gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. Buries the long-range jumper. And it's 9 points for Vince Carter.
Just like to see the defense get more aggressive. They are asking for trouble as they're giving up open looks to this point.
And Muscala kicks to Redick. Embiid dishes to Redick. And Muscala has it in the corner. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. Muscala's got 6 points.
Well, this is when you start to talk about Redick not just always looking for offense, clearly looking for teammates there.
Carter down low, covered by Redick. Good D by Embiid.
Well defended, though, and he's not someone who handles that kind of pressure very well.
Muscala misses, and it's the Hawks' ball. They're on an 18-6 run. Here's Lynn, and plenty of contact on the shot, so 2 free throws coming up. And there's the foul against Philadelphia.
Yeah, you have to admire the aggressiveness of Lynn, constantly looking to draw the foul on his shot.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Loose shots.
And that one falls for Lynn.
And Lynn has really carved out a nice role for himself in our league. An effective two-way player who can score, rebound, pass, and defend.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Poitras. Young is subbed in for Justin Anderson. Both free throws good from Lynn. Here's McConnell. He has 6. Pass to Embiid. Chandler outside. We've got 1:55 left in the third. Pass to Muscala. 6 to shoot. Beyond the arc. A shot by McConnell, no good.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Young finds Lynn. Shots good from Young.
Look, I checked the numbers, guys. We know he is great from out there. He made 1 in the first half. Now he has 1 so far in this half. Look out.
Now here's McConnell. Outside Chandler. Inside Embiid. And Embiid throws it down.
A good job by Wilson right there to recognize his teammate was open and just simply gave it up.
Carter, the pass to Young. And there's the call on Chandler. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2. And for Trae Young, it's a little unfair that he's already being compared to Steph Curry.
Scouts are always going to look for comparisons. And I'm not saying Young is Curry, but many of the strengths and weaknesses are similar. The size and athleticism, the insane range, and both have that it factor.
That's good from Young.
Yeah, sometimes in a game you settle a little bit before settling in, and right now I think he's a big factor in how they're getting to the line.
And so Young nails them both.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
And it's McConnell with the ball. He'll bring it up for the 76ers. 17 points was their biggest margin. Carter comes in with the double team. Chandler kicks to Embiid. Redick surveying the D. Just 4 to shoot. Solid as a rock from 20 feet away. Redick's got 7 now in this quarter.
Really good decision as Redick is playing at full speed, but slows down, makes the right choice.
Young outside. Back to Dedmon. Now the pass to Len. Over Embiid. Len's shot is off.
You can see how clued in the defense is to take away those mid-range shots and challenge. Solid at getting a hand up in the face of the scorers.
Redick with the bucket.
You got to love seeing Redick going at it from there. That's a shot he's going to make just about every time.
And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Philadelphia ahead. They're up by 4. Live from Philadelphia, you're watching 2K Sports. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, Greg, is peripheral vision.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. The Hawks trail by 4. On the court for Atlanta, Alex Len out there with Dwayne Dedmon. And it's Young. Then it's Jeremy Lin. And it's Carter in at the 3 spot. Lin the pass to Dedmon. Yes! And a nice assist from Lin. Lin's got his 6th assist on the night. Now McConnell. Here's Embiid. Dishes it to Sharch. Dedmon with the block.
Well, Dedmon's reach is a huge advantage there to help him tally some more blocked shots.
Young outside. Hawks passing it around. Yep, that one goes. And 11 points for Vince Carter. Philadelphia shooting 48% from the field. Not bad at all. Chandler against Carter. Unloads from 13 and misses it off the right side of the rim. The Hawks trailing. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
And the 76ers making a change here. Covington's checked in. Atlanta also making some changes here. Collins checked in for Len. And it's Taurean Prince in for Carter. And the free throw is good. Now leading by 1. 76ers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the 4th quarter. And Sharch kicks to Covington. And stolen by Prince. Collins in the post. Sharch is there. Pass to Collins. Over Sharch. And no good. Trying to use the glass.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down. Try to get some easy ones.
And we're about 2 minutes into the 4th quarter now. And here's Young. Drains it from beyond the arc.
He's smart at using the screen there to just create space. Young, very reliable in that pick and roll.
McConnell finds Sharch. Prince against Covington. Over Prince. Rebound by the Hawks. Young with the ball. And there's the call on Dario Saric. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
And there's the foul. It's on Dwayne Dedmon. That's his 3rd foul of the game. And the Hawks making a change here. Bazemore's checked in. McConnell passes to Embiid. Covington kicks to Embiid. Another miss by Philadelphia. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. A 2-point game. Dedmon's shot is off.
And forcing the miss there, he just knows how to pressure you defensively.
You hear a lot about rim protection. This is a good example of how valuable it can be.
They get it back. He dishes it to Prince. Covington with the steal. Bobbed up there for Embiid. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. And a tremendous Unleash Chaos replay coming to you courtesy of Under Armour Hover Havoc.
Not shot from outside. There's no doubt about that. Spreading the floor and getting them up.
McConnell finds Sharch. Prince against Covington. And there's the foul. It's on Dwayne Dedmon. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
And that's number 4. Definitely something to keep track of as we move forward.
Fultz, he's checked in for the 76ers. On defense, Atlanta. So far in the 4th quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. And the rejection by Collins. Bazemore passes to Prince. Misses from close range.
And that's just good offense. Surprised he blew that one, and the defense is too.
To the wing right side. No one near Fultz as he lets it go. Buries the long-range jumper. Fultz has got the game tied up here for the 76ers. Here's Young. Kicks to Dedmon. To the wing on the left. Collins wide open. He fires. Another 3 for Atlanta.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Now here's Fultz. Defense is right there. Score the basket. His 8th. 8 for 13 from the floor.
And Fultz isn't bashful inside. He feels at ease shooting in the paint.
For Atlanta, they've gone 6 of 11 since the start of the 4th quarter. Here's Young to the paint. Dedmon's shot is off.
He can't make a thing out there right now, guys. If he keeps this up, don't be surprised if his team gives up this lead.
Covington kicks to Embiid. Pass to Fultz. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Clock at 6. With the fadeaway. That one wide left. The Hawks leading. Now the Hawks moving it the other way. Here's Bazemore, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And given how athletic Bazemore is, he always does a phenomenal job drawing contact on those kind of shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. And so Bazemore nails both of them. The 76ers trail by 3. Now here's Fultz. It's over Bazemore, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And Fultz is terrific at drawing contact, especially when he's going up to shoot.
First free throw is good. And so he's able to get one of two.
Yeah, being down 2 points instead of one thanks to the free throw miss makes getting a stop here absolutely critical.
And Bazemore does a good job of not getting thrown off balance there. Keeps his focus even after getting hit.
So it's Philadelphia now after the basket by Atlanta. Now McConnell. He kicks it to Embiid. Shot clock at 6. Goes up on the wing. A shot by McConnell, no good. The Hawks leading by 4. Passes it to Bazemore. Over Fultz. Bazemore misses. Covington against Prince. And the pass to Saric. A three-pointer is right on target.
A pretty free look from three-point range. The D forgot about him on that possession.
Well, you concern yourself with the other guys who you think are going to damage you, and he stepped up and delivered that huge three-point shot.
Now here's Prince. Down low, tipped away. Dedmon shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And last year, we saw what a full season of Embiid looks like. I mean, scary to think that this is just the beginning of his career. He looks like he can go down as one of the greats to play if he can stay healthy.
Two shots.
A free throw drops for Dedmon. And Embiid has already made the jump from star to superstar.
And part of that is his personality. I think his game does speak for itself. Gives you everything you want from a center on both ends of the floor. Effortless athleticism and has incredible skill and touch for a player his size.
The 76ers trail by 3. Here's Fultz. Covington wide open. He fires. The basket good off the assist from Fultz. Fultz has got 3 assists in the game. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Hawks. It's Prince on the wing. Back to Young. Shot clock at 5. Here's Bazemore. And good. He nails it. And the Hawks lead by 2.
That's just tremendous focus and concentration by Bazemore. Getting the ball off the pass and releasing it quickly before the D is even set.
Now here's Covington. It's Dedmon with the rebound. Dedmon's got his 16th rebound on the night. And here's Young. Pass to Dedmon. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. And the foul on Kent Bazemore. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. J.J. Redick's checked in for T.J. McConnell. And a change for the Hawks. Lynn's checked in. For Philadelphia, they've gone 7 of 16 from the field here in the 4th. That's about 43%. Covington against Prince. Embiid wide open. Drops in the tray. Embiid's got 5 points in the quarter. Neither team here in the 4th generating a lot of separation.
Yeah, it's been a close one. 5 times the lead has switched hands thus far.
Now, here is Young. Kicks to Dedmon. Shoots over Embiid. Dedmon's shot is off.
And that is a huge call. That is not who they wanted to see headed to the bench with the outcome still in question. And guys, this is where their depth really comes into play. They've got such talent at that position. They'd love to have him out there, but they won't suffer much of a drop-off.
First free throw is good.
And watching Robert Covington and how he plays out there, great 3-and-D guy, the ultimate role player on a team, and he just gels well with his teammates and doesn't force shots. And they're doing a better job of working themselves to the line here in the second half.
Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. Alex Len picks one up.
And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
Yeah, he picked up the ball clean. He has a sneaky court awareness that you have to be careful around. That time results in the steal.
Free throw drops for Covington. The Hawks trail by 6. Young with the ball. Prince outside. Now here's Collins. Young outside. And that one good.
This is why people are just so high on Young, because he comes through with big shots in the game.
Sharks looking around. From past the arc. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
Not too much respect shown to him by the defenders.
Atlanta's gotten the three-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc. 6 of 15. Redick against Young, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. That one on Embiid.
Well, Alex Len, in the age of pace and space as a big, trying to find his way to be effective on both ends of the floor. He has that size and length. He brings that to the table every night.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Loose shots.
And he knocks down the first one. Both good from the line that time.
And good aggressive basketball on that trip, drawing the foul, converting the free throws, and then also narrowing the gap.
We've got 1:55 left in the fourth. And here's Covington from the arc. Rebound Atlanta. Young's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Collins. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
You just can't leave anyone open around Young. He's very capable of spotting his uncovered teammates.
And here are the 76ers now. 17 points was their biggest margin. Volch kicks to Embiid. Shoots over Len. Embiid, no good.
Pretty surprised he missed that shot. The defense was decent, but not really effective.
Covington with the steal. Redick with the 3, and the 76ers get it back. There's Embiid, and there's the call by the official. They'll count the basket here following the goaltending call.
Just barely too late and catches it on the way down. He's already in the air there, committed, so can't fault him for going for the block.
T.J. McConnell, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Len finds Len. There's a minute left here in the fourth quarter. Missed inside. Now, here's McConnell, defended by Young. And there's the call on John Collins. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2. He gets the first, and that increases their lead to 6. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 7-point game.
A solid trip to the line there to help extend the lead.
Young outside. The dish now to Len. Young trying to break free. It falls. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
And maybe not the first option, but Len stepping up in a big moment there.
36 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And that's an intentional foul. And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. That's good. Going 1 of 2 from the line, and that increases their lead to 6.
And I'm sure he would like to have had all of those, but he's still able to pad the lead.
Young outside. It's Prince on the wing. Good! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
How about the clutch gene showing up in Taurean Prince? What a shot.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
Yeah, you can't let him hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
He hits the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 5-point game.
And just like that, this game is a 2-possession affair.
Atlanta calls timeout. They're trailing by 5. 23 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Joel Embiid.
He's put on a shooting exhibition for us here tonight. He's missed a couple along the way, but it sure seems like everything's been falling for him. The only way to keep him from converting is to keep the ball out of his hands.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
I was able to listen in on Lloyd Pierce talking with his team. He talked about X's and O's, but he also said, hey, guys, we got to trust each other, stick together, and leave it all out on the floor. We'll see if they've got enough left to get over the top, Kevin.
Second one is good. Hitting both at the line, and it's a 7-point game. Atlanta calls timeout. They're behind by 7. 17 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Carter with the 3. Rebound by Muscala. Now here's Fultz. Defense is right there. Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. And no good on the technical, so unable to pick that one up. Now McConnell. So the 76ers win it. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah, and for me, Kevin, what stood out is just the overall trust this group has in one another when it matters most. Doing what had to be done and to send these fans home happy.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Brent Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.